What's a good word, everyone? I'm Kenny Varner, the owner of SportsBookS.com, and today we are going to look at the Virginia Cavaliers, and we look at every team in the Power Four conferences. Well, don't worry, we'll get you to Washington State, Oregon State, Notre Dame. But right now we're looking at Virginia over 4.5 minus 115, under 4.5 minus 115. Does this team have any talent anywhere? That's what I would like to see because they did last year at one point. They had everything wide receiver Malik Washington, but he's long gone. So does this team have talent? Well, we'll get to answer that question in about 1 minute. As sportshaveballs.com is the name of my site. We have sports pick packages. When you go over, we are heavy into football right now, whether you want a college alone, NFL alone, or an NFL college combo, which will give you the rest of the sports free for up until the Super Bowl ends. So, and all of our content goes up on our YouTube channel. I invite you to check out the YouTube channel. Description below can get you there. Always feel free to chat with me. So we're looking at Virginia now and their lack of talent. Now let's start at the quarterback position. I remember betting against them a couple times last year. It was kind of weird because, like, Calandria, their quarterback, will look good at times, or look good through two quarters. I want to say look competent. Let's put it like that. And then all of a sudden, the wheels just come off. No consistency. I didn't see Musket play as much, but Musket, he would have figured it out by now. Senior out. Calandria has the upside. He has had flashes at times. And then all of a sudden, boom, turnover. So do they have a quarterback? This quarterback controversy, you have two quarterbacks, you have none. I don't like that. The portal could help him at wide receiver. We can really see about that. Now, if they're going to improve on offense, you think of the offensive line. They have four starters back, and three that started, four that have started at some point, and three that started all year. But could they run the ball at all last year? No. They just run into their own brick wall. So, I don't like how the offense is setting up. The defense, despite some sacks, this team is still going to struggle. They let up 34, 35 points a game. They had no pass rush. Now, the hope that they have is they had a lot of injuries, which caused that pass rush to be less. So if they can stay out of the injury, which shows they have no depth, but if they can get a little bit of a pass rush, maybe they'll be a little better, at least the first stringers. They were last in letting up sacks, 185 rushing yards a game. Not going to get the job done, especially when you couldn't score yourself. I don't have a great feel on this Virginia team. I really don't see anything that's really positive, except Calandria at quarterback has shown glimpses at times. Can he get a little more consistent? They're going to have to prove it to me before they get my money. Over 4.5 wins, under 4.5 wins. Well, let's look at the schedule. You got Richmond, a usually decent FCS school. Not a top-notch, but decent. They go to Wake Forest, and again, that's the level they're at. So none of these are like, oh, there's a win. They come home for Maryland, probably a loss. At Coastal Carolina, you can't shoe in any wins where you go, yes, they're going to win. Could they win at Coastal Carolina? Of course. Then they have a week off. Then Boston College comes in. Louisville comes in. I mean, they could get the Boston College game. Louisville, doubtful. At Clemson, doubtful. North Carolina, not as high on North Carolina, but still, they have more than Virginia has. Then they're off and they go at Pitt, at Notre Dame, not going to happen. SMU, I'm high on. At Virginia Tech, a pretty good school. I mean, I wouldn't want to go, okay, we're going to get 5 wins. And, oh, well, you better get Richmond and Coastal Carolina. and I don't think, especially Coastal Carolina, is a given. So this is a team that I don't have a lot of thoughts on. I don't see the positives. I see a terrible defense. I guess the one thing you could come with is 4 people who started on the offensive line, 3 starters back for this team, and that's not a bad little thing to come by. Whether the skill talent is going to be up to par for the ACC, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty much down on this Virginia team. I will probably just look for spots to bet against or just avoid completely, and that's what we got for Virginia. Now remember, SportsBooks.com, we have 3 plays up already. One is in college football week 1, one is NFL week 1. We didn't want to miss the number because we think it's gonna go, make it almost less bettable. We got a play on August 1st in the Hall of Fame game that we really, really like. So when you get your sports pick packages, that's what you'll get, those 3 with write-ups immediately. We will write up on every game. So come join us at sports.balls.com. Come see what we're all about. We will see you in the next video, and let's make money.